guys, it's me, the Haunted Wolf 12 here, back again with another 2025 Halloween prop unboxing. And also again, it's a Lowe's prop. This is the Tekky 7-foot animated Keeper of Time. Now this one is one that it intrigued me when I first saw it at the manager's meeting, but then once those videos came out, I saw how slow it was and I was kind of like, I don't know about it. But then as people actually started buying it and I saw what it did and the phrases, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, but the price is just a little bit too high for me. So I waited, and fortunately it went half off, and that's when I decided to order it from their website. So now it's finally in my possession, and it's just so awesome to finally have an outdoor rated jump scare prop. I'm really excited about that feature especially. But as I mentioned in the Guardian of the Gourds video, I really love like Victorian style 1800s looking props, and this fits in that category very nicely. So that's another reason I'm very excited about this character. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get the box open and show you what's inside. So for the top insert at the very top of the box, we have his body, of course, here, but also the main body pulls, I believe these are. So there's those. Here is his torso with head. It is actually a little bit smaller in person, which is ironic. Usually I say the opposite, but it is a little bit smaller in person. Nose is unfortunately dented. That is a common issue with a lot of Tekky props this year, unfortunately. That's a bit annoying. Paint job isn't the greatest, but that's something I was planning to touch up anyway. That's another reason why I kind of held off on him for a while. The paint needs a little bit of work, but I can manage with that. Here we have his base, of course, and the main pop-up mechanism. So that's everything that was in the top insert, so now we will get to the rest of the contents of the box. Similarly to the Howling Werewolf that was at Big Lots last year, there is this smaller box down in the very bottom that contains some of the heavier pieces. So this is probably like the scissor mech and stuff. Here we have a huge bubble wrap piece, which indeed looks to be the scissor mech along with the control box stuck inside of there. So that's definitely interesting. This is my first scissor prop mechanism, so interested to see how it works in person. Here is probably one of the support frames in the middle of the body. I assume his torso kind of slides in through this tube or something like that. And last thing I see is a few more metal poles. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and set this dude up.
As I watch the seconds of your mortal existence disappear, the lonely wind speaks your name. You are being called to follow me to the deep inner sanctum of an eternal flame. A flame that will provide neither warmth nor light to comfort your soon-to-be homeless soul.
So here he is, the 2025 Tekky Keeper of Time, sold exclusively at Lowe's. And I am blown away. I love this thing so much. I kind of regret not getting it sooner, but at the same time, I'm glad I waited and only paid $150. But even the $300 they were originally asking is so worth it. He is so incredible. This has to be one of my favorite jump scare props of all time. Even just little nitpicks aside, like the paint on the face and little things like that, it just it's so awesome. I love this character. I love the animation. I love the audio. This is just such a phenomenal animatronic, and I highly recommend you get him if you still can. It is just so cool in person, so much better in person than in videos. I'm just so excited to have this guy and use him in my display. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.